Thank you. All right, so don't get too enamored. I know this is being recorded, and if you're watching this at a future date, that's great. Don't get too enamored with the dashboard. As a tech startup, as a tech company, we modify things every single day. That's what we do. So this dashboard can be gone tomorrow. So don't get enamored with the dashboard. Just understand what you're trying to accomplish and fit agently around that. That's it. So understand what you're trying to accomplish, and then allow a tool, which is agently is designed to be that tool, allow that to fill in the gaps for what you're looking to accomplish. So going from left to right, we'll do a brief navigation so we can get an understanding of what agently is. It's a hard thing to explain to people what it ends up being because we do so much in such a short amount of time. So the real estate coach feature, we use artificial intelligence to give you tasks to complete every single day, contingent upon your goal. Meaning, as you onboard with Agently, you're going to get a little prompt saying, how much do you want to earn in the next 12 months? You can put $100,000 there. You can put $1 million in there. It's your personal goal. Once you put that out there, not only are you making a commitment to yourself, but you're allowing our AI to get smarter, because at that point, it's going to go and do its AI thing. I'm not the tech person. I'm the marketing side of this, and also the consultant from what features we need as real estate agents. So I'm the person that the functionality. I'm the one that created that. I don't know how our engineers did it. So just as a full disclosure. Now, what Agently does at that point, it gives you the number of leads that you need, the number of conversations you need to have, and ultimately the conversion that you need to have in your business. Every single day, you're going to be given 3 tasks to move your business forward. Now that will change in very short order as we get millions and millions of data points coming in every single week. That's going to continue to evolve, and then the AI is going to continue doing its thing. But every single day in your inbox, you're going to get 3 tasks, only 3, to move your goal forward. In the future, we're going to add, we're going to take away, we're going to really be able to measure what needs to happen. So this is our, what we call AI mentor, artificial intelligence mentor, which is basically a real estate coach. So not only does it tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, but in many cases, it does it for you. So many of us are paying for real estate coaches, or have paid for real estate coaches in the past. At this point, this is us retiring all real estate coaches, including Tom Ferry. That sounds very bold, but this is exactly what's happening. Because if you look at, how many of you have ever paid for coaching? I want to know in the chat. Let me know how many of you have paid for coaching. We have some knees in here. So if you've ever paid for coaching, here's what you're going to get. Not to diminish the profession, but coaching is a service like every other thing. Coaching is a service. Too many times, not enough value, money wasted. Rose is actually my business coach. A little inside information there. Little ongoing thing that we got going on, but when it comes to real estate coaches, they will, in some cases, they'll tell you what to do, right? They'll give you, hey, this is what I did to be successful. This is what I tell my students to be successful. So that's what really a real estate coach does. The next phase of it is they may present some resources or some connections to help you be better. So either they have a social media package, they have a website package, or just have scripts for you, some resources that can help you do whatever it is that you're working on. I want to convert more FSBOs. Okay, here's what to do. Here are the scripts. Go out and do it. But outside of that, that transaction is done. Now, some coaches will hire other coaches to do accountability check-ins with you. To every single month, one of their coaches is going to call you and say, hey, we were working on cold calling last week. Did you do it? Many times you're going to say, no, okay, well, this conversation's over. I'll check back next month. But that's the level of, that's the accountability that we need, right? But at the same time, we're paying for that accountability. So you're being told what to do. You might be given resources and you might get some accountability, but very rarely are you actually given specific instruction on how to do it. And also, you're never going to have something that will actually do the work for you. So you could be told, hey, Brigitte, get on video every single day of the week. Okay, cool. Well, now I have to figure out how to record a video, right? So that's a task. And the coach may tell you, hey, follow this blueprint. Well, if this was the case, this is my dashboard for today. Film and publish a promo video to post on your website or social channels. All I would do is click on that. I would be told why this is important. I'd be given a little bit of a synopsis of what this task is. And then I would go to record the video post with the script right beside it. So now I don't even have to worry about what I'm going to say. It's already here for me. So all I do is take a couple of seconds, review this, memorize as much as I can, and then just go into it, hit the record button, and I'm recording. Now, once you get through recording, you fill out the rest of your information because that's going to be what's called lower thirds. This right here, this is automatically put for you. And we're working on different designs with our different developers and all that fun stuff to it. Ultimately, all of the IG stories IG reels that you see out there, the TikToks that you see, the Facebook reels, all of that, all of those cool animations and transitions, you're going to get through Agently as well. But this is you inputting information that you want on the lower thirds. When you create that video, in a couple of seconds, it will create that video for you. It'll process it, render it, put the lower thirds and everything that you need so you don't have to learn how to edit. And then the next slide, I'm not going to do it right now because I'm pulling from this camera, but on the next slide, it'll ask you publish to Facebook or download the video. So one of the videos that's going to come out later on this week on our Agently YouTube channel is me showing you how to download that video and making it a TikTok, making it a Instagram reel, making it a Facebook reel, and making it a YouTube short. So now you don't have to guess at what to record. This is prompting you what to say, when to say it, and how to say it effectively. And it automatically gets pushed over to your Facebook business page. That's the only integration that we have at the moment because the API allows it. The other social medias are a little bit more strict, and we're working on those to be able to publish everywhere at once. So we're long game. This would publish over to YouTube with a thumbnail, with optimized title, with an optimized description. That's long game because we're really in on video. But anyway, this is the video marketing aspect of Agently. Now, this is the big challenge that I have whenever we're talking about Agently, because I went down a rabbit hole very naturally where what we were talking about was a real estate coach, right? But a real estate coach is just basically telling you what to do, sometimes give you the resources to do it, but very rarely do they do it for you. So we've tried to marry all of that here so you didn't have to guess. So publish a new social media post. I'll just click on that. I don't have to worry about design. I don't have to go in Photoshop. I don't have to go to Canva. I don't have to involve anybody else outside of this, which we have 600 templates at this point that get personalized to us with our branding, with our name, with our contact information, our colors, and all that fun stuff. So if I wanted that particular template, I would just go to next. My information would show up there. I would select the business page that I want it connected to. So I would go and select the one that I am managing for myself, or the demo one that I have for myself, and I can schedule it when I want. So let's just say I didn't want it out today because for whatever reason, I don't want it out today and I want to make sure that it goes out on the 22nd. Then I schedule it for the 22nd and it comes with a message. I can edit this entire thing whenever I want. I could just say blah, 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 blah. That's what I said. And I'm going to schedule that post. and it's done, right? So now when I go back, one of my tasks is complete. And then I could have gone through and I finished and I would have finished the promo. Now, is this making sense? I can go down into a lot of rabbit holes, but I just want to show you every single day, you're going to have at least 3 tasks to complete in your inbox to move your business forward. And a lot of this is in line with, all of it is in line with what you initially put into your AI mentor when you first onboarded. If you wanted to make 100,000, well, there's going to be a bit more aggressive tasks. I'm sorry. If you want to make $1 million, there's going to be more aggressive tasks here. If you want to make $100,000, they're still going to be challenging, but they're not going to be to the level of 1 million, right? So that's where the magic sauce comes into play, where right now we have 3 tasks as the foundation, if you will. But as we continue going, those million GCI producers, there's going to be 5 to 10 tasks, because you're not going to get the same blueprint if you're looking to do this part-time and get $20,000 on the side, netting $20,000 on the side, versus those of you that really want to make this a astronomical, like insane income wealth building for your business, and put something aggressive like 2 million GCI, right? Does that make sense? Let me see what's going on.
Yes, great. That's awesome.
It makes sense. It's actually fairly easy to use. I love that. Thank you, Leah. Now, here's what I really, as we get going, you kind of already saw a good amount of the features, but this is our thing. This is the revolutionary aspect in terms of there is no AI real estate coach out there. It just doesn't exist. Everyone has their blueprint, but they'll charge you $23,000. And we don't know if it's true. They just know how to charge and sell it. These coaches know how to sell the sizzle versus the actual steak. So what we're looking to do is we're obliterating all of that. And again, I don't have to sell you because I'm not trying to sell you, and most of you already get this for free. So this is one of those things where even if you were paying for this pays for itself and then some. We know the value of this, and we understand that in every agent's hands, this is going to be valuable. I don't care if you're with Century 21, Keller Williams, an independent, a flat fee brokerage, EXP, a brand new agent, experienced agent, this is for you. Because it allows you to combine so many different tasks that you at once either had to learn to do yourself, hire somebody to do it for you, or hire a service to do this for you. Now let's continue. Social media. We already saw how it worked slightly, but just so you see it in a different way, you can promote yourself as an agent. So promoting your brand, it's about, again, let's not lose the North Star, creating a sustainable business. A sustainable business is one that you don't really have to guess all that much or wonder if you're going to have enough to pay rent this year or this month, or pay your mortgage this month. And that's what I want for every agent. Now, this is you promoting your brand, you as an agent. Now, as you get listings or as you secure listings through your brokerage or through another brokerage, as long as you get written permission, you're able to input them in here and showcase them to promote the actual listing at every stage, whether it's just listed, whether it's just sold, whether it's a coming soon, whether there's a new price, if it's under contract, if there's a virtual showing, all of this can be easily automated. Now, I don't know how stable the internet is here in my second office, so I won't get too much into pulling these templates, but it's pretty simple. You just click on one of the categories, you select the template that you like, it automatically replaces the image, the contact information, and you hit publish, and it's already on your Facebook business page. I want to make that distinction. This is on the business page. Facebook does not allow API connection, direct connection into your personal profiles. That's just not a feature that they have released for developers. So that's why It's important that you understand what you're doing first in terms of what you want to build, because this is very easy to just download. So you can download this template right here, right now, and post it on your personal wall or post it on your business page and then push it over to your personal wall. Now, again, we're working on every single integration known to man. We're trying to push this into LinkedIn. We're trying to push this into Instagram. We're trying to push this into everywhere. So with the click of a button, you have bought back hours of your time. You don't have to worry about what to say. You don't have to worry about design. You don't have to worry about the copy, what's being shared there. Everything has already been curated for you. Now, this is social media arm of Agent. Now let's continue. Agent videos. So we have a video component as well. Let me back up for one quick second because it's actually the same category. But when you go to social media, let's just say you wanted to schedule you're going to go on vacation, which tomorrow I'm not going on vacation, but I am flying out to Mexico to be with my parents for a few days. So if I wanted to schedule out my business, I would just go to schedule and I would select the post that I wanted to go out. If I know that a listing is about to hit on the MLS that I'm going to put active on Friday, then I could put for sale. And it would pull in the listing that I want to select, that I want to promote. Let's just say it's that one. And then I would schedule it to go out on Friday. Now, I am as transparent as they come, and I'll share with you that the scheduling feature, scheduling is not new. It's not novel. That's been a thing forever. Now, in the real estate lens, that is novel because there's really not high quality content that will pull in your listings, that will pull in your high quality imagery and promotion, along with everything else that you're going to see. So each one of these features that you see today as a standalone, you would be charged over $100 a month for. Now, just wanted to put that into context as to what we're doing here. Really, we've talked a little bit about video. You'll see that in a couple of seconds. We've talked a little bit about social media. We've talked a little bit about real estate coaching, right? So we've gone into 3 different huge elements that help out. But let's just say I wanted to get seller leads and make a video about that. I know a lot of you on this on the Zoom today have wanted to get into video but don't know how. Some of you have gone through my YouTube programs where I show you how, but this is even easier than that. So I just select I want to get seller leads, and then you can do what I call the I have buyers. So this script was curated by myself, and you can see there, I know I'm not Patrick Simmons, but I pretend to be for Agently's sake. Now this is an example what it will look like. So you can just press on that and I give you an example of what to say, the tonality and all that fun stuff. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I am saying that I'm very effective at this. So when I go to record my own video now, again, I can't press it right now because I'm pulling in from the Zoom cam, but when I press it and I record the video, this webcam will turn on, the microphone will pull in, and I record into it. Let's see what happens. If I get kicked out, promise that you're going to let me back in, Brigitte.
I promise. I promise.
Yeah, it's pulling in from the other webcam. It's pulling in from my external webcam instead. So no worries. All you have to do is go up here to the top right-hand side and change the settings to try to pull from the same camera. But I'm not going to do that because we don't have time for that. But it would effectively pull your camera, the one that I'm using here for the Zoom. I would just press record and it would record. So it's very intuitive. You fill out the rest of the information and then you hit publish and you're on your way. All right. So now let's go to the ads manager. Some of you have been running ads and some of you as well are very frustrated with the results that you've gotten. So we connect directly to your Facebook ads manager and we launch ads for you. So if you want to generate buyer leads, if you want to generate seller leads, if you want to promote a listing, you don't have to even watch one. I put myself out of business basically with this company because you don't have to go to YouTube and watch one of my videos on how to launch Facebook ads, how to launch Instagram ads, how to get buyer leads, how to get seller leads, the ad copy that you need there. I've already curated the ad copy and it's already baked into the cake here. So since this is my demo account, I'm not sure if I'm connected yet, but we're going to try. Yeah, cool. So let's just say I wanted to get some buyer leads and I just wanted to do the standard leads. You see there's different ad copies. So if I click one of these, this is going to change. Now I give you with Agently, I give you the ad copies to use. There are things that are real estate market specific. So every single market is different. Now we do go into the, depending on where you log in, depending on where, when I logged in here, I put Crowley, Texas, because that's where I live. You're going to put Boca Raton, Florida, because that's where it's actually Phyllis's account. So where Phyllis lives. So we go on the back end and we pull the data for you. Now, just like any real estate, just like any software company, we're not going to be right all of the time. And also real estate is pretty personal. So these numbers do change in other ad copy, but it's your responsibility to go in here and change these. What's most important here is the messaging. You know your numbers, you know your neighborhood, you know what needs to be modified because you know your market way better than a software company that's trying to work in all 50 states for every agent. So we're trying to service 2 million agents, right? So we can only do so much. And this is one of those places where the messaging is dialed in. What we just need you to do is contribute from your part and fill out or adjust some of these things to really make it specific to you. So if the pricing is wrong here, like this is, let's just say you're in the Seattle market, then you probably need to start with $700,000 to 1.2 million, right? So I think I saw Robbie come through here earlier. It's what made me think of Seattle. But you have that ability right here. All you have to do is select the budget, the number of days you want to run it in. Make sure that you're okay with the ad copy that's being presented, where you want to launch the ad, and then you launch the ad campaign. It's that simple. You don't have to worry about ad sets. You don't have to worry about lead forms. You don't have to worry about the ad itself. All of this gets created for you. We have, again, millions of data points every single week. So every single week we're getting smarter, not only with our real estate coaching, but also with our ads launching, because I need to pull those numbers. I don't remember how much ad spend we're managing right now, but it's a lot. it's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars that are being managed. So we have all that data. That we don't keep all that data. We're just using all of that data here on the back end to see what are the most successful ads that actually are bringing in leads, because we see that. Now we don't keep the data. This is your data, but this is making our system so much smarter. Right. So this is the ads component. So just again, I have to continue to recap where we're coming from. We're coming from the real estate coach perspective. We're coming from social media management, if you will, and social media creation. We're coming from video marketing. We just left the ads manager, which is launching paid ads. We do have a light CRM. And when I say light CRM, I want this to be as light as possible. We're not in the CRM business. This is something that I do not want to be in that business, because I just don't want to be in that business. We're what we call ourselves sometimes is we're the anti-CRM. We really don't care about the CRM. We care of a place for you to have a centralized location to do anything that you want. So here, as you're cold calling, you don't have to leave the cold calling session to input your leads on a napkin or input your needs on a spreadsheet. Everything can be done here, because this will actually come into play in a little bit once I show you different capabilities. Right? So this is, again, a light CRM. You input your contacts. Very simple to use. You're going to be amazed at the simplicity. But as leads are coming in that are being generated from Facebook ads, they get automatically imported into your contacts. Listings. At the moment, we're not integrated into the MLSs. We will be in the near future, but right now we are not. So it is your responsibility to create a listing, and it's very simple to do. All you have to do is go to new listing, select the location, give us a little bit of details, and then these are all of the data points that I input into our listing, which are all characteristics of the property. Now, this property is not in line with that. It's just a demo account, but you're able to input any listing, and at any point in time, once you get through with it, which takes about 4 minutes to complete, you're going to have a listing description that's generated for you through artificial intelligence. So all of this was not written by me. All of this was by me selecting. It's an attached garage. It's a spacious kitchen. It's beautifully maintained. There's a 3-car garage. It's opulent. The main room is downstairs. Throughout the first, all of this stuff is stuff that I just get. It's almost like a game. You just select what the property has, and then this comes out. And if you don't like the ad copy, you can change it, or you can give it another whirl, because again, this is artificial intelligence that is doing this. So all you have to do is give me one more text and it redoes everything. Right? So we'll keep going. The single property website, as you create your website, as you create a listing, you're automatically creating a single property website. So I'll click on that. And depending on my connection, here we go. So it creates a landing page for you. So a lot of folks ask, hey, what about a landing page? What about a landing page? Well, this is done for you. You don't have to worry about lead pages. You don't have to worry about click funnels. You don't have to worry about creating a lead form. You can ask people to sign in here to your open house if you want. Listing brochure. So there's demand for marketing collateral for those that are doing open houses. You can create your listing brochure with one click. And we're working on more designs. We're working on a lot of things that you're seeing here. It's going to look radically different within the month. But all of this was created with 3 minutes worth of work of me inputting some data into the listing. Now, if I want to promote it, if I want to make it the home of the week, or it's a just listed property, I would just select that. Right now, it's not pulling it because I need to select the property. And that's misaligned because I actually put a picture that does look like that. So I'll need to go back and change it. However, all of this doesn't involve you, again, learning how to design, doesn't involve you going to Canva, it doesn't require you hiring somebody to do this or paying a service to do all this for you. There are companies out here that make just on this little marketing kit perspective, on this marketing kit feature, which you saw, you didn't see how I input this listing, but there's 3 minutes worth of work. They made a lot of money from you guys by simply creating this. And many times it's actually not even good. All right, so that's the listing part. Now you do get a website with Agently. We are working with GoDaddy and all the major domain providers to be able to use your own domain here very soon. But right now it's a standard domain of agents.agently.com / and then your URL. So here you're able to brand it to your specific brokerage colors. So you're able to change all of that. And this is the end result. So the moment that you sign up for Agently, which takes less than 5 minutes to do, you already have a website that's created for you. So there's no waiting to get it designed. And now the newest feature that we have is our community. So one of the challenges that we have is conveying all that can be done through Agently. That is challenging. So we have created a community, which as you log into Agently, you get invited to this community, and you can make questions, or you can ask questions. You can get some ideas on leads and prospecting, social media and branding. So this is a community where we come to collaborate as real estate professionals. We just launched this last week, so there's not much activity there. But what we want are people to really access and utilize Agently's fullest potential, so you don't have to guess at how to use it.